So today we're going to talk about an angel's point of view of when Lucifer fell from heaven. So I know you hear the stories in the Bible, and I'm just going to give you a little bit more into depth on what happened and why. So when you follow God, and as much as all of you are listening know that it's not an easy path. And me, myself, have also questioned my path. Like, why do I need to go down this such long path, this such long detour in life, when I could have just went from A to B, and we could have just passed all that and made it so much simpler. But that's never God's plan. It's never the simple route, is it? It's very, very hard. It's always very, very difficult. And a lot of times I've questioned the way God does things myself. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to make this video, try to make it quick. So God's plan in your life, He wants you to go from, let's say, the United States, from California to New York. No shoes, no food, no water, no driving, no bicycle, nothing. He wants you to walk on your journey from California to New York. And you're like, why? Why would I do that? But that's the path He wants you to take. Okay, well, you do it, and it's painful, and it's grueling, and you're questioning the whole time why I'm doing this. Why is He making me do this? I don't see a point in it. Why am I going this far, this much pain, this much agony? But you do it anyways. And then before you know it, a lot of time has passed, a lot of tears, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat went into this, and you make it to New York. And you're like, all right, I'm here. What now? And God's like, well, I think we need to go back to California. So let's circle around and let's go back. And you're fighting it and you're upset, but you still do it. And you make that journey back from New York to California. You already know how the journey is, so it's a little easier, but still very, very painful. You're exhausted, you're tired, and you make it back to California, but you just feel dead. You've done this before, so you know how it is, but now you're just really exhausted and beat down. All right, God, I did what you wanted. I'm here. I came back from New York to California. God's like, well, I think we need to go back to New York. But instead of going straight across, I think we're going to take a detour route. And we're going to go up towards Washington, Canada border and walk down and then maybe go to Florida, then go back to New York. And at this point, you're crushed, you're beat, you're tired, and you don't even know why we're doing this anymore. And you're questioning God's plan for you. Like, you're going in circles and circles, and you're trying to figure things out, understand why, and you don't understand why you're going down this path and this journey. And God's like, trust me, just do it. So you go. Your endurance is getting better. Your feet are all calloused. You don't really bleed as much anymore or feel any pain on your feet. You're getting used to being out in the hot weather, and it's becoming easier. But you still sucks to go on this journey, but you still do it. And you finally get to your destination. Yeah, I'm here. And God's like, well, let's go back. And you just can't understand why that we're going through all this pain and agony when we could have just taken a train, taken a flight, at least give me a bicycle or something. But God's like, well, that's how I want to do it. And a lot of people would have given up. A lot of people give up on this journey. And a lot of the time it doesn't make sense to you at the time. Why am I going through all this pain and struggle? And why is God testing me like this? Because some other people don't have to go through this test. Some people just have to go from California to New York once. But Why do I have to go 6, 7 times? Does God hate me? Is God picking on me? Is God against me? Is God trying to make me quit? Because I felt like that too many times. And he did the same thing to Lucifer. And Lucifer got tired of it. And he started to resent God and hate him. When you follow God, you follow him no matter what. No matter how bad the pain is, no matter how hard the journey is, you follow him. Lucifer did not want to follow him, and got a bunch of other angels to feel the same way. God had a plan for Lucifer, but he didn't see it all the way through. And because of that, he went up against God and tried to fight him. And Lucifer fell and was banished with all the other angels that followed him. And Lucifer was so mad because he felt like God did that to him on purpose. That's why he tries to get all his children's souls and tries to take over the world, or try to prepare for this massive battle and try to make as many demons and monsters as much as possible for this battle to fight against God, because he has so much hate and anger towards him, because he feels like he did this to him on purpose. But it wasn't on purpose. If Lucifer would have stuck it out and just kept following God, he would have had a better purpose than he was originally in. But God was testing him, and he knows this now, which has made him even more angry, more resentful, more spiteful against God. He knows if he would have stuck it out a little bit longer, that he would have been in a higher position. God's journey is not easy. And even for myself, I wanted to quit so many times, and I was mad at God so many times. But just don't give up. No matter how hard it gets and how bad it gets, don't give up. He's doing this for a reason. He's testing you. He loves you. He's not going to put more on you than you can handle. And you might feel like you can't handle it, but you do. Because God knows how strong you are. He will not put more on you than you cannot take. So if you have a lot on you, you're a lot stronger than you think you are. Don't give up. Keep going. God's plan is for a reason. And if it's really hard on your life right now, God has a bigger plan on your life than you even realize. And you were probably thinking, why do people have an easy life? Why do some people don't have to struggle as much? Because they're not as strong as you are. I question God many times too, on why, what's his plan? What is he doing? Why is he doing this to me? But in the long run, this entire journey has made me much stronger, smarter, more connected with God. There's times where I've been so mad at him, but I've always never given up on him, and I never will. Don't be like Lucifer and give up. You're close. You're close to the reason you're here. Everybody's here for a reason. Don't give up because your life is hard. Don't give up on God. Love him. Love one another. Trust me, I understand what you're going through. Mine's even worse than yours. So be thankful and keep going. It will get better. I love you guys. God bless you.